Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. This is 210 talk already. Yeah, 210 talk. Okay, cool. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody can hear me loud and clear? Okay. Okay, I better check. Yes. Say hello to me, please. Yes, good. Okay. Yes, very good. Okay, loud and clear. Very good. Okay. Tonight is the time to fire one shot for me. Okay. Tonight is the time to fire one shot. Yes, just come in straight away. Like and share. Don't need to. Like and share. Those people on Facebook, I'll be frank with you. Facebook has some damn issues that I cannot figure out what's going on. I cannot read your comments. Okay, I cannot read your comments. That's where it's a Facebook bug that I cannot figure out. So I will need you all. If you all want me to reply, I will still do the talk. But if you all want me to reply your comments, please ask your question in YouTube. Okay, so YouTube, you can ask those questions. I cannot read your comments. It's a Facebook bug. I have no freaking idea what happened. But tonight, it's an important thing. It's an important thing for you all to ask me questions, because tonight it's very important. Yeah, you understand the logic of why I'm firing a shot and why certain things are happening. Okay, thank you for everybody for giving a like. For those people on Facebook, if you want, migrate all to YouTube. Okay. Why tonight so late? Because got work to do. You think? Okay. Angela, good to see you. Amanda, good to see you. Benny, good to see you. Shankar, good to see you. Henry, good to see you. Louis, Sherry, Amy, Christopher, everybody. It's good to see you. Okay, really. Amanda, thanks for moving from Facebook to here. Yes. So my Facebook account, you can actually. I have no idea why everybody. I cannot read a comment except Chai Ling. I can only read Chai Ling's comment, same as just now. Chai Ling, I can read your comment. Okay, I assume that you all can still get slides +1, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so, yes, thought of sleeping ring bell. Okay, anybody wants to sleep, go ahead, okay? Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know how on earth I can only read your comment in the whole fan base of, live of 100 over people. On Facebook, I can only read your comment, okay? Yes. But the rest of people on Facebook, it's important that if you all want to ask questions, go straight to YouTube. YouTube is where, and remember, those on YouTube, the minute you enter, give a like. You need to log in to give a like. Please give a like. And more importantly, in times like this, it's critical. All of you all must know the important that you all hit the bell so it sound you off when I go live, and also hit subscribe. Okay, cool. All right, good. Okay. I don't have the tool already. I go straight in and tell you and start the talk. This is my 210 talk. Okay, 210 talk. I actually prepared the slides more to talk about Ukraine war, but I'm going to give you a backdrop of the logic why I think so. So I've actually watching from Sydney. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry, Andy, for taking up this time. Andy, are you Australian or from Singapore? I'm obviously live streaming from Singapore. I usually live stream from Europe, but now I'm live streaming from Singapore because I just came back home. And then sometime come I'm going to fly over to another country again. Okay, so yes, okay. And tonight I got my guitar here, but it's too late to serenade you all with a song. Okay, if tonight we all hit 1,000 likes, I'll sing you a song. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Okay, so let me go straight to the point, the logic behind. Okay, Henry, always my cheerleader. Okay, please shoot. Yes, shoot. So the whole cause for the entire crash yesterday, and a lot of you attended my talk yesterday, and the Facebook video the YouTube video is still there. The whole logic of the crash yesterday, no, the logic is wrong. There's no logic. The reason for the crash yesterday was the inflation rate went up month on month by 0.1%. Nabe, right? 0.1% caused such a horrendous lao sai. This is ridiculous lah. The previous month was 0. This month was 0.1, and the whole stock market crashed like cow crash like there's no tomorrow. But the inflation rate went from 9.1% to 8.5% to now 8.3%. I was like, why only Mr. Lu can see and the whole freaking world cannot see? They only saw those headline inflation, and then core inflation went up also, but we didn't. I need to explain why. Okay, I need to explain why. What's in this cause for inflation? One of the biggest inflation, and you know, all the inflation CPI component, there's one big chunk, okay, called rental. Okay, in fact, there's a technical term for it, but basically rental. But within rental, rental goes up. But how can it be? People on the ground, everybody saw the house prices now crashing, going down in US. But yet, rental go up. Okay? But if you talk to the expert there, because I saw it, I was like, something is wrong. Okay? Therefore, I tell everybody, calm down. There's no need for panic. Listen, this is a very technical term. Only economists knows this, okay? And for those people who don't know, I'm an economist by training. Within rental itself, there are two types of rental. One is commercial rental. That means people actually, commercial wrong word to use. You rent out to real tenants, okay? Those is one thing, okay? Those is one thing. It may have gone up, gone down, doesn't really matter. But the other half is called owner-occupied house. Owner-occupied house, where got rental? It's beside, right? But owner-occupied house, the statistician, what they did was this. They impute a rental. That means they assume that if you have rented it out, what would rental be? And how do they calculate this rental? May I guess? They do aggregation. They do estimation, okay? They do estimation based on what happened in the past. But on the ground right now, it's falling. But however, on the other hand, okay, there's a lag effect. So what I'm saying is that the CPI has a major lag error, okay? And I'm not the only one who saw this. I already told you yesterday that something is wrong, okay? Today, many experts came out and said the same thing. Yeah, Professor Jeremy Siegel from Wharton University actually came out and said the same thing, okay? And a few other guys, I got no time to come up with the slides because I want to talk about Ukraine war. So yes, Henry is right. It's a lagging indicator. So therefore, don't panic, okay? Don't panic, okay? So I told you guys I prepared one bug to fire into this whole stock market, right? I was firing, and the whole stock market went up. I was like, I kind of missed it. It kind of went down, Powell, make some noise, okay? Then, now it crashed again. A one day 3-4% crash is very, very major. It's not trivial. 3% fall is very major. So therefore, I'm armed and ready, okay? So this time around, I'm firing my wife's CPF, okay? I want to go into CPF first because CPF, you got no alternative, right? My SA and MA all more already, right? Way over the FRS. So, 2.5% cannot even beat the inflation, right? This is the best time, whack the CPF down. So I've decided to steal my wife's CPF. So I'm firing one shot tonight, okay? After this talk, this one, I'll fire shot. So in short, in short, we're very excited of what things are happening on the ground. There's a major market mispricing, okay, based on emotionalism, misunderstanding. People just read the headline news. Inflation's gone up by 0.1% misai, right? What is this? So, very, just keep calm. There's nothing to panic about. The only thing you need to do now is to hit the like button. Okay, hit the like button. Okay, there's a lot of people who didn't hit the like button on YouTube. And those people, although I cannot see your comments, okay, but I can see your like button on Facebook. I would appreciate if you guys migrate to YouTube. Then I can read you. I want to interact with you, okay? So I'm firing one shot. So usually when I fire one shot, minimum is 50,000, okay? Minimum 50,000. So I'll fire into the S&P 500, okay? For those people who came in late, Mr. Luz say he will sing if he hit 1,000 like. Obviously, I won't hit 1,000 like because tonight is so late already. Therefore, I dare to say it, okay? But anyway, let me talk about that. There's one major news that came out a few days ago that I saw it. I already announced it ahead of time that the whole stock market missed it. Whole stock market missed it right now. Okay. For those people who have questions, I'll answer after this talk. I promise you, I'll answer your question. Your name? I don't know how to see. WWE Shamis. Okay, and Eileen. I'll explain your question. I'll explain your question later. Ukraine is winning the war. Okay. Big time. You can win more, and there are stock market implications, right? What does it mean for stock market? And this is my 210 talk, okay? Let me say my usual disclaimer. Whatever I say I'm doing is for myself. I didn't tell you to buy, I didn't tell you to sell, okay? There are people who come out. When the market goes down, they blame me. What to hell with you, right? So if you cannot stomach volatility, don't buy. Yeah, don't buy, okay? Don't buy. Right, so I tell you what I do. I didn't tell you what you should do. Okay, there's one thing I could do. I could just not tell everybody what I do, right? But I'm not here to show off how good I am, how bad I am. When I buy a stock, I buy a stock for very long term, 10, 20, 30 years. If every time the market goes down, I get upset, I think many times in the whole 10, 20, 30 years, I'll get very upset, right? And that's not the point, right? Okay, so this is for my own digestion. I share what I'm feeling. You can decide for yourself. It's for education, entertainment. Okay? Let's start. Something big is happening to Ukraine, and there are stock market implications. Okay? I can't even capture fast. The whole offense, counter offensive is happening so fast right now that my slides cannot catch up with the real time. So I can keep updating. Okay? So if you can see, this is the eastern side of Ukraine. Okay, eastern side of Ukraine, and previously the area in blue were conquered by Russia, and the area in pink are now still conquered by Russia. Right now, okay, the first Ukraine was the whole attack was very exciting. Okay, first of all, I pointed two arrows here. First of all, Ukraine started by telling the whole world, I'm going to attack the south in a place called Kherson. Okay, Kherson. I'm going to attack the south. I'm going to attack the south. I tell everybody. I tell every father, mother, son. I announce. I'm going to say, wow, you're from Bahrain. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay. So Ukraine announced to the whole world that I'm going to attack the south. I'm going to recapture the south. I'm going to attack Kherson. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it that way. I start amassing troops there whatsoever. Of course, what do you think the Russian do? The Russian start moving troops from the north to the south. Guess what? So indeed, they start attacking. And they start attacking end of August. But guess what? They amass so much firepower here in the northeast, that they attack Kharkiv. The Russians were caught by surprise. And the advance here was so rapid that my chart is already outdated already. I did this chart yesterday, it was outdated. The whole area here is now conquered already. Huge area, right? They attack in so rapidly that you got to watch some of these YouTube videos. Oh, which one? You know, watching from Japan. Okay, so the attack, you know, I just in case you think I have a very biased view, I watch maybe 20, 30 news channel. I read 20 news channel. I watch those they are mentioned by Russia. I watch those that are mentioned by Middle East. I watch those mentioned by China. So I watch 360-degree view. There is a general consensus: the Russians are losing, big time. Even the Russians themselves agree that they are losing. Okay, even the Russia admit, you know, I was too liao. I cannot step. I lost. Okay, fine. It's okay. Now, I'm not here talking about politics because I'm not really a military analyst whatsoever. I love the military stuff and things like that. all these are serious stock market implications. But let me do the storytelling first, okay? So they feign an attack in the south and have a major attack in the northeast. The attack was so fast that they gained so much, okay? They gained so much land so fast. Yesterday, when I prepared a slide, when I first saw it now, Zelensky and some guys say that they have actually conquered 3,000 square kilometers. I was saying 3,000, initially it started 1,000 square kilometer. 1,000 square kilometer, Singapore 700 square kilometer. So the size of Singapore, one dot only, no big deal. A few hours later, I saw the area turn blue, and then suddenly, more blue coming out, more and more areas coming out. Then I said, hey, wait. And then, all the video stream coming in. Then you see all the Ukrainians in tears, that their soldiers came back. Yeah. So there is a very very serious counter offensive. And you know what's the best thing right now, Zelensky? So yesterday, from 1,000 square kilometer then become 3,000. As at yesterday, when I prepared the slide, was 6,000 square kilometers. Just now, you have reached 8,000 square kilometers. That's many times the size of Singapore. Blitzkrieg, really fast counter attack, very fast. And if you watch the Russian side of the news, the soldiers have no chance to go onto their tanks or pack up things. They have to run. They got freaking run. The food is still there, the arms are still there, the cars are still there. They just freaking run. And then the Ukraine soldiers just keep chasing and chasing and chasing. Why were they so good? A few reasons why they were so good, right? A few reasons why it's good. Number one is that the military technology behind Ukraine now is amazing. It's amazing, okay? Right now, the weapons that they use are from US, from UK, all this. There's this very amazing system called a HIMARS, okay, HIMARS. And the HIMARS actually is not the latest technology. The HIMARS has been around for the last decade already. They are high precision rocket launchers, and they fire and just whack the shit out of the Ukraine. But that's not the point. The point is not so much the weapons used by Ukraine were very good, and the military intelligence they're provided by the Americans, okay, give them pinpoint location where they are going. And that's the next amazing thing. There's one part that's very funny, okay? Now, when the Ukrainians take over, they found that they found drones, okay? They found drones that are being used. These are called kamikaze drones. Right? That means, what's kamikaze? So these drones will fly and with high explosive and crash into enemy. So the Russians were using kamikaze drones, and by the way, the Ukrainians are also using kamikaze drones. But the Ukrainian kamikaze drones are made by Iranians. Okay, are made by Iranians. And now it's official news. The Russians are buying weapons from North Korea. I don't know North Korea make weapons so good. I'm sure they make weapons. But why does the Russian have to buy weapons from North Korea? Okay, have you thought of that? Where does the Ukraine buy the weapons from? They get the weapons free from US, from Germany, from Australia, from UK, from all this latest state of art. And I think it's quite clear that if you compare weapons between this developed country and from North Korea and from Iran, I don't think there's a fight. Okay, I don't think there's a fight. I've been war zone before. I have been in freaking war zone before. Rockets flying over me. I see. Hello, good to see you. I see this rocket. Anti-rocket missiles fired up from the Iron Dome and shoot the rockets down. Technology can win war. I can assure you that. Technology can win war. So, right now, the Russian army is losing 1 battalion every day. 1 battalion every day, Yeah, 1 battalion every day. Hey, Singapore don't have many battalions, Yeah, we only have that few battalions. but the Russian army is losing 1 battalion a day as the Ukraine counter-strike. And the military hardware, and that was from Wednesday to Sunday. I haven't got the latest yet. The Russian has lost at least 338 pieces of important military hardware, and by now I think it's gone up to probably 1,000 or something like that. Very interesting. If you have watched those, so in the past, what the attacking forces will do is to tell all the rest of the guys, okay, please surrender, right? So what they do, they drop, in the past they drop pamphlets. They drop pamphlets down, right? And and people read already and says, please surrender. And then they take a white piece of cloth out and they walk out and say, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, right? Nowadays with technology and also SMS, WhatsApp, Telegram, tell the whole blast out to the Russians and tell them you go surrender. If you want to surrender, please call this hotline. I kid you not. And people actually call in. So I watched those hotline, what the Russians say. It's very amazing. You watch what the Russian soldiers actually say. They say that, all my friends are dying. I didn't have chance. We didn't have chance even to say goodbye to them. We're on the run. You guys came so fast, that run. And right now I'm wounded. I want to surrender, but how I know that you won't cut my? They use the exact word. You won't cut my balls, right? And then you're in tears. And then of course they got a nice operator, usually a lady on their side. Don't worry, we'll follow Geneva Convention. We won't cut your balls. You come, we will give you a chance. As long as you didn't commit any military crime, okay, we will use you for prisoner exchange. So it encourages people, come back, we will use you for prisoners. We want our Ukraine soldiers back. Okay, so these kind of things are happening on the ground right now. And the Russian soldiers say, okay, if you want, then, where is your town right now? Report to this particular location. We will take your surrender. Well, now surrender is very high tech. Okay, so as a result, what happened? Okay, the Russians are fleeing. Okay, fleeing en masses. And the blitzkrieg is going on. And how many Russian troops are wounded or dead? 80,000. 80,000, How many are dead right now? 40,000. Now, estimates vary on who say whatever, but it will be a big, huge number. In the Afghanistan Soviet war, the Russians only lost 15,000. Now, they lost 40. That was a 10-year war. This was a 7-month war, no? You know how serious that is? Yeah, so it's very, very serious. It's a very, very major loss right now. If you have not seen the scale of it, okay, and the battle is still going on. And meanwhile, many Russian soldiers are surrendering. The surrendering is happening so fast and furious that the Ukrainian got no space to contain the prisoners of war. Too many. What do? You cannot shoot them, right? Okay. So right now, the Ukrainians have taken so many Russian prisoners of war, potentially in the thousands, that they are struggling to accommodate them. We have nowhere to keep the prisoners of war. Big, huge victory. Victory got victory problem. Okay? Yes. Big, huge victory. Big, huge victory. And for those people on YouTube, can I please ask you all each to kindly give a like? Okay? There are 600 of you, less than 1/3 of you have given a like. Okay? This is a time for celebration. Yeah, time of celebration. Now, so for some people say, Mr. Lu, where you get all this information from? Okay. Russia is now buying North Korean artillery. Okay? Bo pian, no choice. Nowhere else to buy. The Russians cannot build high precision weapons anymore because there's a trade embargo on them. The US microchip, okay, and the Japan microchip and the Korean microchip cannot go in. Right? Cannot go in. Chinese, even if the Chinese don't have enough semiconductors. So can you see right now why they cannot have equipment? They have the money, just no equipment. Okay. So as the Russian lose in Ukraine, their criticism back at home in Russia builds up. If you watch those Russian media, Russian talk show, Russian blogs, Russian whatever. These are pro-Kremlin, you know, pro-Kremlin website, pro-Kremlin TV station. They are criticizing their own government right now. How do we lose so badly? Shame on you, Putin. Right? You should resign. A lot of them are saying this right now. We should never have started this war. Yeah, we shouldn't have started this war. Now, so it is even Putin's very strong ally in Chechnya, you know, Chechen leader. He even criticized the Russian army, right? He himself is, by the way, he's very brutal, really cruel, kill men by the hundreds and things like that. Okay, he himself actually criticized, you know, how you're so badly organized. My soldiers are still fighting there for you, you're damn Russians. So this is how bad right now. 40 elected officials across Russia have signed a 2-sentence petition that ended with, "We demand the resignation of Vladimir Putin from the post of president of the Russian Federation." So, okay, so all these are happening in a big, massive way right now. Big, massive way, okay? For those people, yes. So, okay, so everybody said, wow, Mr. Lu, very exciting, story time. What is going to do with stock market? So everybody said, so Mr. Lu, right now, okay, stock market how? You know, stock market how? Yeah, okay. So I think we gotta do some scenario planning right now. I tell you what I'm really good at. I think I said before, I'm really good at planning out possible scenario. Because in life, you cannot be sure what's going to happen, right? For some people say, I thought Mr. Lu, you say stock market will go up, stock market will go down, you'll catch the bottom whatsoever. I plan out scenario, I plan out possibilities, and I said this is likely to happen, and then but I'm ready for that. That's how I map things out. Unlike, I will not say with certainty that this for sure will happen. Okay, I never do that. So basically, let's say 4 or 5 scenarios, I say this is the most likely one. I plan for this scenario, but I prepare myself for eventualities that in case the scenario move out other way. That's how we should deal with life. That's how we should deal with life. We plan that we'll live until 80, 90 years old. But what if we don't? Okay? But you don't plan to live only up to 40 years old. And just in case you live in 90, what happened, right? So you make your plans in the most likely scenario happen, but just in case things happen, you're ready, right? So that's how investment should be done. Okay, do you agree? Okay. So are you ready for now for the scenarios? If you're ready, please let me know. I'll answer a big questions, 4 or 5 questions right now, because 4 or 5 questions right now. Then I will talk about the scenarios and the stock market implication. Okay. Hope that the war stops soon to end, minimize human suffering. It won't end. Yeah, it won't end. It won't end so fast. Okay. Yeah. So very truly exciting, right? You agree? Okay. Yep. Okay. So Chai Ling is ready, and I don't know why I can only read Chai Ling's comment. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. People on YouTube, are you all writing in something? I cannot see anything. You know, if you are ready, say I'm ready, please. I can go on. Okay. And at least on Facebook, if you are ready, at least hit the like button or something like that, so that I know you guys are there. Okay. Am I jammed on YouTube so that I know that it's there? Can you all say something like so that I can go on? Okay. On YouTube. Okay. All right. Let me go on. YouTube seems jammed for some reason. I didn't see anybody talking for a while. Okay. Okay. So very importantly, right now, okay, what does this mean for stock market? Let's talk about scenarios. Okay. The first one is optimistic scenario. Optimistic, right? Let's hope this happens. A full Russian defeat. I say optimistic. I didn't say it will happen. Okay. A full optimistic scenario. A full Russian defeat followed by a strong market rally. Okay. A full Russian defeat basically means Russia cannot kick out of Ukraine totally. Maybe the Donbass area, which and the Crimea, which were formerly conquered by Russia in 2014, they may even drive them out. May. If I'm Zelensky right now, which is the president of Ukraine right now, I will take this chance. With all the equipment that's given and the intelligence given by the West, I'll take this chance and whack them left, right, center. Okay. If that truly, Mama, can you just check for me whether my YouTube is working? Huh? My YouTube is working, 1M65. YouTube, can you check whether YouTube is working? Yeah. If that should happen, then of course, energy prices are going to come down, because if Russian is indeed defeated, most likely outcome is that they will have some form of armistice or some form of a truce arrangement, and then peace should happen after that. Not a friendly peace, but an unhappy peace. But at least then the grains will continue to move. Okay, grains will continue. Other comments? I just take a quick look. The grains will continue to move, and more importantly, grains will continue to move and working. No, I cannot see your comments. It's the same thing happening. I don't know why. Okay. Yes.
You take my phone.
Okay. I tell you what, you help me turn on the YouTube here. Okay, and sorry. And also a reply, Anna. Yeah, okay. Sorry guys. Okay. So this is the optimistic scenario, and the analyst actually says this. Okay, this is not my own interpretation. I'll read to you. A Russian defeat will likely see energy price fall, inflation hit lower, interest rate hike, expectation get ratcheted down, and the euro and the yen get bounced back, and the equity market everywhere will rip higher. This is the best scenario. Low chance. Okay, low chance. Not no chance. Low chance. Okay. If that will happen, means that Vladimir Putin bo pian already. I only scared in that scenario happen, they may nuke. Yeah, they may send nuclear missiles over and that kind of thing. It's very ugly, but it's possible. It's possible. Looking at what's happening now, it's possible. It's long days. The Russian is most likely going to launch a counterattack, but anyway, not. So the less likely scenario, and is a more ugly scenario, is that there's a full Russian reprisal. The Russians cannot launch an effective counterattack, to my opinion. Okay, the Russians, you can get this page from me from YouTube and give it to me. The Russians cannot launch a full full counterattack, but what they can do is to do what we call a scorched earth. A scorched earth means this. Okay, a scorched earth means everywhere I withdraw, I level it to the ground. I destroy everything. I burn everything to the ground. I bomb the pipelines. I destroy power grid, which what they're doing right now. They bomb the power grid, send blackout, massive destruction. It's a sore loser. Shame on him. Yeah, sore loser. And just do the same thing. Just scorch up. And he has done that before. He's done that in Syria, and he's done that in Chechnya. Okay, and it's very sore loser. That one less is not. I mean, it can happen. Maybe even stop grain export. Okay, then food prices will go up, inflation will go up. Sian. Okay, so this scenario is possible to happen. A very pessimistic scenario. Okay. Very pessimistic scenario, okay, would be a full counter and successful attack. The Russians can turn the table around, whack the shit out of the Ukrainians, and defeat the Ukrainian army. Given what I saw and what I read from a lot of military, analysts right now, that's given, very unlikely. Okay, because right now, they don't, how, if you want to win a war, you militarily, you at least need one thing: weapons. You must have weapons. Or you fight with toothpick, spears and arrows. Okay? You at least need weapons, and they are running out of weapons. They don't have a weapon because of the trade sanction that is imposed on them. They cannot fight. They're running out of weapons. Yeah, and that's a very serious problem, right? They cannot fight the war. So therefore, right now, they are not able to start a effective counterattack. Okay, but if they are able to do it by a certain way, maybe nuclear, maybe they have hidden some arsenal that we all don't know, and maybe they have some secret stash, maybe they have some things that we don't know. Right now they are calling conscripts, and before the soldiers are fully trained, you throw them in the front line. How long does the Singapore Army train our soldiers right now before they're operational? At least 18 months, even faster, 12 months. At least go through 3 months of BMT. Okay, but BMT, can you learn how to fight as a section? You don't know how to fight as a full military conduct, right? You have to go through at least 18 months. But now they call for conscript. Now it's too late already. They really lost 80,000 soldiers, 80,000 soldiers, and there's so much weapons are lost. Okay, 200 planes are shot down. Yeah. So can you see the magnitude of their losses? So it's very unlikely they can launch an effective counterattack. Okay, very unlikely. Not impossible, very unlikely. Okay, and this is also good because now this scenario will tell China, please don't attack Taiwan. Because if you attack Taiwan, this same thing will happen to you. Now, of course, China is a lot more resourceful than Russia, a lot more smarter, a lot more calmer, okay, not so illogical. But yet, Taiwan is always like, I'm not pro-China or pro-Taiwan, so I just don't want any of this war happening. Only war happen, freaking hell, stock market crash. I don't like that, okay? So this will also tell the Chinese that if you do this, the same thing will happen to you, right? The same thing happen to you. Will trade embargo you, will trade sanction you. You need international trade. You need resources and everything. So China is not stupid, okay? So this is a very pessimistic scenario if they do it, but very unlikely. So what's the likely scenario? The likely scenario, Mr. Lu's assessment, okay? Mr. Lu's assessment, can I have my phone back with the YouTube? Yeah, okay, so I can watch the comments, okay? For some reason, the comments are stuck. Okay. Oh, I got it already. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, so, okay, I can read all the comments now, okay? Yeah, okay, so the most likely scenario is the Ukrainians will push back Russian by a lot. Maybe not totally, by a lot. And after that, at the borders, there'll be a very long, prolonged skirmishes. I shoot you, shoot there, I shoot you, missile here, missile there, I point finger here, I third finger you, you pop back, the kind of thing. A lot of this will happen prolonged way, okay? Most likely that's the likely scenario for months, for weeks, for months, maybe even years, okay? And then United Nations will come in, some wonderful peace broker will come in, and finally they may not shake hand, but they'll agree, to disagree. And then Ukraine side say, okay, I will not join NATO, but you must agree not to do this, and then UN must sit in at the border and the kind of thing. So most likely that will happen, okay? And if that happens, it will be pro stock market, okay? Pro stock market because it's better than what it is now. But this kind of peace is very fragile. So the minute the peace is broken, stock market crash. The next minute they sign the peace, stock might go up, stock market crash might go up. Bottom line is still like what we have right now. Stock market swings, okay? Stock market swings. So nevertheless, this is still a very good news. What's happening right now is still a very good news, okay? So therefore, I wouldn't be. All the questions are coming in. Please ask them a short while later. I'm going to finish the talk. I think this is a piece of good news that the world haven't captured yet. Okay, haven't captured yet. So I think it is. I've been waiting for some time to unload the last quarter of my buck to really unload it. I think this is a good time. I'm looking at the extreme pessimism right now in the stock market because of a misinformation, mispricing. I'm looking at the time horizon I want to invest in. So I think this is about a good time. I can unload probably 50K, 100K tonight, depending on my negotiation. My wife usually let me do let me do what I want with her money, and then after that, we'll watch and see, right? So I think this is a good news. I think this is a good news. Okay, we should all look at this very optimistically. Okay, let's hope with our prayers that the Ukrainians will win the war, and then sue for peace, and then some kind of stability will go back to the region. Okay, cool. All right, good. Okay, so yes, okay, for 688 of you, please all give a like. Okay, please all give a like. And I apologize for the people in Facebook. I don't know why I cannot read your comments. Okay, I cannot read your comments, but except Chai Ling's one, I cannot see a comment. Okay, so if you want me to read your okay, I'm trying to see. It comes out a bit here and there. Yeah. Okay, come. Let's take some questions right now, shall we? Okay. You have a lot of comments just now. A lot of people have said a lot of things. I'm happy to answer questions. So Veronica says that, should I stop DCA into index funds over the next 4 years, Mr. Lu? I need those funds for kids' overseas education for next 4 years. Medicine, almost $500,000. If you need the money in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't advise you to invest too much into it. Okay, I don't advise too much into it because it's the entire passive index compounding strategy takes 10, 20, 30 years. Yeah. Okay, so it is possible for you to lose money. Lockheed Martin and Republican Party most likely won't want peace in Ukraine. I'm not very optimistic. It is true that the weapons industry, military industry, do not like peace. It is true. Okay, but most likely there will be some kind of a peace after a while. Okay, I saw. Sorry. Do you think it's very likely that Russia will fire nuclear weapons as a last resort? I think unlikely because firing nuclear weapon will provoke the rest of the world to fire nuclear weapons as well. So it's one of those things like they call it a MAD, mutually assured destruction. So very unlikely. Jesse, Mr. Lu, like how about using cash saving for Black Swan event? For me, cash has hell lot of alternative. Cash can be used for a lot of things, so I try not to use cash first. CPF got not much use, so let go of CPF first. So cash I can buy stocks when I want. I can use to invest in companies. I can invest in angel as an angel investor, and as a business venture I can do. Cash. I to be frank, I hold a hell of cash right now, but I think it's very important to hold cash right now for myself. Okay, yes. Mr. Lu, which funds are you going to buy? Endowus? Endowus only got one fund, Ryan Global or Amandi. Okay, Amandi. Okay, I don't know whether the Amandi fund is ready. Okay, oh yes, I've forgotten. Where's my? Oh yes, where's my phone?
I thought I gave it to you.
Yeah, I thought you gave it to me and I lost it. Okay. Where's my phone? There is a Endowus promotion that I'm supposed to announce to you all.
Is it the first?
No, it's not. Okay, can you just call my phone? I want to give you the promotion code. The promotion code for Endowus. So I'm firing a shot right now. Okay, but anybody who sign up, can you call my phone? Yeah. How come it's there? Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me look for the Endowus code for you guys. Endowus. Okay, I don't get anything out of this thing. Just to be very clear. Okay, is there an Endowus code? Okay, Endowus code. Okay, okay, I have here. Okay, you know what I'll do? I will paste it up. I'll paste the Endowus. Maybe I can do it. Okay, I will paste up the Endowus code. Okay, in the, can I put in the comments? Yes, I think I can. Okay. I'll paste up the endowers code in the comment. You guys can click it and see whether they get it or not. There's a $50 off. I paste it there. Can you see? You just click and see where I can get it. Okay, there's some, yeah, but they asked me to, because I gave a talk a few days ago, and they say that, a lot of people want to sign up, do not sign up whatsoever. I said you need to give two things. First, give a promotion code. Everybody gets some discount. I don't get anything out of it. I don't get, I don't bet, I'm not an investor, and neither am I get any advertising fee from them, okay? But I genuinely think that it's quite a good company, so I encourage them. And second is, more importantly, is that I asked them to hold a session for our 1165 community and Premium Mall community. That can you actually handhold the people to sign up? I'll be frank with you, the same process, I don't even know how to do it. I'm privileged. I'm a VVIP, okay? So they have one account manager actually do the whole paperwork and process for me. So the same process, I don't know how to do it. You agree? You need this, I organize it for you, okay? I don't get any fee and any money out of this thing, okay? But I'm going to fire a shot tonight, okay? In the S&P 500, okay? Is SCHD and JEPI good to invest? I have no freaking idea what these two counters are. I'm sorry, okay? So I cannot give a comment. I heard ST Engineering making a lot of money selling weapons to Eastern European companies. I can't make a comment on that. I really don't know. I'm quite sure what they do are classified. Short-term yield interest looks more appealing than index in terms of risk and reward. I always look at treasury bonds and all these more as a hedge against the fluctuations of the equities. So I don't like to use I don't like invest in treasuries. If you're using your wife's CPF to fire, assuming you're using endowers, which means you'll lag 1 or 2 days. I don't think the stock market will suddenly rally on tomorrow. Okay, so if I fire one shot now, you're based on tomorrow's time. Because there's still a lot of fear and pessimism in the stock market. Can you see how frightened people are? Let me tell you how frightened people are. Okay, if you're in a state of high stress, high fear, have you ever did this? You watch a ghost story. Have you watched ghost movie before? You watch a ghost movie, you're damn scared. Suddenly a woman with no eyes and the hair long just come out. Then you right. If you're in high stress, high fear environment okay, even a pussycat just come out, meow, you say that's exactly what happened right now. Okay, a lot of people are so scared right now that that a little bit of news only they get high. Yesterday stock market outside. That's what the entire stock market is happening right now. Mr. Lu, if you don't venture into business, do you advise using cash to buy S&P 500? So which ticker do you use for S&P 500? I cannot tell you what I buy, but I buy the S&P 500. There are a lot of counters inside. Okay, I use I'm very, very tempted. No, please, I'm just joking. Okay, I'm very tempted not to talk about it. Okay, but I actually buy SPY, but there are many other counters, each with pros and cons. And the other one that is quite good is buy trading endowers. They have two funds. One is a S&P 500. They call it a wrapper fund called Lion Global Infinity 500. Very long. The other one that they are launching right now, which I think for cash you can only buy by our CPF. I don't know whether can or not. Is the Amandi fund, which is a clone of the S&P 500. Okay. My cat is watching. It's my cat. Okay. For endowers, there is a recommended portfolio based on risk appetite. Do you have that? No, I just take S&P 500. Okay. But that's just me. I'm not saying you all should. Okay. You all do your own homework. Okay. Will you fire shots in the NASDAQ? Right now, the ratio is quite correct. 2/3, 1/3. If it turns a bit overweighted, I will go by my same ratio. 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 1/3. Okay. Can you ask endowers to update us as soon as when the Amandi US fund is ready for CPF? Yes, I will ask that for you guys. Okay, to update you guys. Okay, I will do that. Besides investment, what is the business you are doing? Oh, I got a couple of business that I'm running. So me and my wife, we run a premium mall. Some of you will see me selling handbags and shoes and all this. I'm just helping my wife. That's my wife's business. I run another business called SS Digital. It's a digital media agency. We help businesses handle their digital advertisement. Very good company. I'm just a chairman. I'm not an operational chairman. The CEO and the management staff runs it for me. We're doing a pretty good business there. Okay. And then I invested to a few companies here and there. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What's the next company? Those people on Facebook, I really cannot see your comments. If you want to ask a question, please go over to YouTube. I'll answer your questions. I promise you that. But I really cannot see your questions because it's a Facebook problem. My YouTube channel is called 1M65. Just go to YouTube and search for 1M65. Just log in. First click like, subscribe because you make a lot of announcement there and you can answer question. Okay. Mr. Lu, I'm not sure if you mentioned why only S&P 500 and not Nasdaq in this short. Because I'm pretty comfortable right now in the ratio. I'll fire S&P 500 first, then I'll fire Nasdaq, S&P 500 and Nasdaq in the ratio of 2:1. Okay. SPY or VO, I take up SPY. Don't have a particular liking anyone. Okay. Any difference? Cannot see the code. What code? Okay. You're talking about the promotion code for endowers. There's a link there that I just posted up just now. If you scroll, you might be able to click on it. Okay. Nasdaq is still 1,000 points higher than its bottom. You won't be able to catch a bottom lah. The importance for me, and I say for you, is that I buy on a crash. Whether I buy on the lowest point, it's impossible. Yeah, it's impossible unless we are God and have the infinite wisdom of God to be able to see exactly. It's very unlikely to catch bottom. I caught the bottom in June, but that, okay, is some judgment and a lot of luck. Okay, and a lot of luck. Okay, but I buy way down. So technically, I didn't really catch a bottom. I caught some at the bottom, a huge chunk at the bottom, but I buy, boom, one big chunk here, So I was able to see that, and I bought it, and a lot of you all apparently joined in. I was told that buy S&P 500 Ireland, dividend tax is only 15%, 30%. Yes, that is true. Okay, if it's domicile in Ireland, it's only 15%. But to be frank, S&P 500 dividend is not a lot. So whether it's 15% or 30%, it doesn't really matter. 15% of a very small number is a very small number. Yeah, a lot of people always fight over this 15% thing. Which Nasdaq will you buy? I buy TQQQ. No, sorry, wrong. I buy QQQ. Sorry, forget about TQQQ is a weapon of mass destruction. You can die from it. QQQ. TQQQ is a leverage index. Sorry. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I just want to make sure that I can see your question. Please continue to ask a question. No? Anyone have any questions? Okay, just want to make sure that I didn't miss any questions. Okay. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? It's an exciting time right now. To me, it's exciting because there's a lot of fear in the stock market, and I kind of like that. And I think people are misjudging, to my opinion, and I could be wrong, misjudging some of this fear. Of course, it is possible. It's possible the market still can go down. It's possible. Everybody is trying to catch the lowest point. I'm not so good. I'm not like you guys able to do it. I can't. Okay. So what can you do is that when it goes down enough, I buy. It go down some more, I buy. It go down some more, I buy. It go down some more, I buy. Okay, just keep going. Of course, people criticize me. You stupid. Why did you catch the lowest point? You smarter than me. What can I do? Right? No fund endowers to buy in Nasdaq. No, none. But they are trying to set up some high risk funds, but they are only for only for accredited investors. That means those high net worth investors. That your net worth must be pretty high to do it. Okay. I met some company, a company called QuanH. They do very high volatile trading, and high volatile trading, and they either go up a lot or go down a lot. Okay, and they are now working. I think they are working with endowers, because minimum investment is 1 million into them. But fortunately, if you go through endowers, minimum investment is only 100,000. So that one I'm quite interested. Okay, in fact, I'm meeting the QuanH person to take a look. I invest in a QuanH competitor called ProLeft. That one is but their minimum bite size is now 4 million. That means to go into it is $4 million. So it's quite a big number. Okay. Roughly how many shots do you have left? I told you I set aside 1 million this time to fire in. I fired 750,000, so I got 250,000 left. Okay. What about Berkshire Hathaway B share, which looks like ETF? Berkshire Hathaway is probably the closest to a globally diversified fund. I like that. I have a bit of that. The only problem is that both Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett are very, very old now, 90 over years old. I don't know whether the next generation of fund managers there can take over them enough. Okay. Any other questions? Quantitative easing and low interest rate help to boost market tremendously. What about quantitative tightening, high interest rate? Will it not crash the market? I've said this many times before. Quantitative tightening, which is a contraction monetary policy, is aimed to reduce the inflation. If it reduces the inflation, okay, then the stock market will recover. Okay, the inflation is the one that kills the entire stock market right now. What about Fundsmith? To be frank, I never heard of them. What does US tax on? Only dividends? Tax on quite a lot of things, you know. How do you spell QuanH competitor? ProLeft, PRULED. Okay, there are a few of them around. QuanH, Venda. Yeah, the minimum bite size is in the millions right now. Yeah, usually the millions, quite big. Okay, and they have different series, Series B, Series C, and all this. Maybe Series C, the fees are higher, minimum size maybe 500,000 and that kind of thing. Yeah, those are for. Remember my Kueh Lapis investment structure, whereby you put a CPF first, then you S&P 500, NASDAQ, and those kind of investments are right on top, because one blow, you can be completely wiped out. Okay. Do you think the next CPI will affect the market again? Yes, I do think so. But I don't know whether it will go up or down. Will you think it will be 75% or 100% basis points? I think it'll be 75%, because I remember I heard Jerome Powell actually say this. He says 75 is very extreme, really. Yeah, so I think it'll be 75. Okay. What do you think of Nico Shenton? It's a bond fund, right? It's a bond fund. Bond fund is only used for SA shielding. That's why I think. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, with this, thank you. You know, it's almost 12:45. I try not to talk too late, but today we have got other businesses to run, so I no choice. I got to talk late. I apologize. But thank you for everybody joining me. I really appreciate this. Stay calm. There's nothing to panic. Okay, there's nothing to panic. I want to help everybody to maintain their calm and let the market, just let the market volatility just swing you by. Okay, Ken, can you share some news that you follow that do not have subscription fee? There's so many of them in the YouTube. Just follow all that. I don't pay a single cent for news. Never. Okay. Property price coming down given increasing interest rate. I think some adjustment might be coming. Maybe not big enough. Okay. Louis, thank you. Mr. Lu, you invest in S&P 500 underlying Infinity, right? Is it sold in or mixed with? No, I didn't buy that one only. Okay. Now I really don't hold everybody back. Thanks for joining me. It has been a wonderful time talking to you guys. It's an exciting time. Okay, so thank you. Okay, thank you, and just keep calm. Continue to do this. Okay, I'll end with this small story that I said a few days ago. Okay, and you after this you can just go off without saying goodbye to me. Okay, and you can say goodbye. This small story. Okay, I told this story a few days ago in a conference with 100 over people in a conference. It was my second talk that I've given since COVID. Okay, my wife may be sleepless or not. No, you underestimated my wife. My wife can have movements of millions and have no impact to her. Okay, yes, but she can have one handbag. If one handbag goes missing from Arsenal, she can get very upset. Right? She's passionate about business investment. She completely leave it to me. Oh yes, two things. This Saturday I will have a talk with Dragon Tan about property at 10 o'clock. Okay. The reason is the property market is so red hot. Dragon Tan is so busy, but he promised me he will come give a talk. He will come and give a talk with me on property. Then you can ask him all property questions. He's very good, very good. Market is red hot right now. That he's so busy making a hell of money, which is great. I'm happy for him. So this story is a bedtime story. I'm just going to say as you all log off, okay? What everybody should invest in, okay, should have some resemblance of this. I was in the conference with all the Angmos with Angmo mix of Angmo, and non-Angmo Singaporean, all this in Endower's conference. It was quite a big conference. It was held in Fullerton Hotel, very expensive, very atas. I just went there for 2 hours plus the parking was $20, and it was quite interesting. So there's a lot of speakers that give, and I give my take. Okay, I say investment should be like that. Okay, the analogy is this: how many of you are Hokkien Mee fan? Hokkien Mee fan. Where is the best Hokkien Mee in Singapore? Anybody? Best Hokkien Mee in Singapore? In my opinion, the best Hokkien Mee in Singapore is in Old Airport Road at Nam Seng. Have you ever tasted Nam Seng Hokkien Mee? No sambal one. Serangoon is not bad, but I like the one at Nam Seng. Okay, Nam Seng, very, very good. Super good. Okay, the Char Kway Teow fan. Okay, Nam Seng is very good. The business is so good, so good, so good that the person, the waiter or the server has to run, That means he get the plate ready, he run to the table, serve it and come back. Run to the table, serve and come back, okay? Yeah, Nam Seng, Beach Road. They have a branch, I think, in Ion, if I'm not wrong, in Ion. Okay? And the funny thing is this, business is so freaking good, so freaking good. We can say the same for many stores in Singapore. The Kway Chap at Old Airport Road, damn freaking long queue. So by the way, in the same Old Airport Road, got the Toa Payoh Rojak. That's damn long also, and I'm frequently out of Singapore. The Clementi porridge, the porridge, the chok, is queue waiting time is half an hour. This morning I went to eat and all this. You think all this, of course, called B Tang, B Tang is they make money until they make a hell of money. You make so much money. I don't think they're interested to know. I can assure you, unless they only worry about COVID, things like Jerome Powell interest rate rises, inflation, all these things happening, the change of prime minister, all this. I don't think the store owner is concerned at all. Totally irrelevant to them. Totally irrelevant to them. Why? Because they are so good in what they do. The demand and the business just go on. In our life, the things that we invest in must be in such a way that we know we have such confidence it will just run by itself. Okay, run by itself, that we can ignore the noises outside. Don't care about what's happening to the stock market. So for me, I buy the S&P 500, I buy Nasdaq. I buy it, I leave it there and just let it run. Just let it run. I don't freaking care what happened to them anymore. Buy. He says that I buy, throw, buy, throw, buy, throw, buy, throw. I completely don't care about them anymore. The only reason I'm watching the entire stock market right now is I can buy some more, buy some more, buy some more, buy some more. I almost never sell. I do some rebalancing, I don't sell. It should be like that. Whatever happened the whole freaking world, I don't care. I bought them at such a cheap price. Yeah, should be like that, right? Our life should be like that. We're so happy you buy the thing that's a good price. Just leave it there. Don't bother. Yeah, life should be like that. Like the man, like the boss who sell Namseng Hokkien Mee, the kway chap in Blanco Court. All this. I don't think they freaking care what's happening out there in the whole financial world. We should be like that. Okay. All right. Good. Good night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Good night. Okay, good night. Okay, for those on Facebook, I gotta say good night without being able to say good night, goodbye to you because I really can't see you. But at least before you go, give me a like and love so that I know you guys are there. Okay, Angela, thanks for saying good night. Keith, good night to you. Wow, it's going good night so far. Christine, Charlie, and Jennifer, good night from Saudi Arabia. Okay, Amanda and Squiggy, good night. Okay. For those people who click a love and like on Facebook, I don't know who your names are. I recognize sometimes your icon. Okay, good night to you guys. So good night to you. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. Good night. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Good night. Good night to everybody. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Yes, good night, Christopher. Really good night, all you guys. Really good night to all you guys. Okay, yes. Okay. Jennifer, oh, it's only 7:30 there. Oh, dinner time. Good night. Okay. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good night to everybody. I really appreciate you guys joining me. Okay. Really good night. Okay. Sherry, good night to you too. Okay. Jimmy, good night to you. Good night. Okay. Good night. Bong, Amy, good night to you too. Okay. Good night to you. You're very welcome. Okay, Ruth, good night to you too. Okay, Ruth, good night to you too. Okay. All right, good night. Okay, I'm gonna off it right now. Okay, good night. Okay, good night.